Alright, so today we're talking about the Blade Runner game. This is a pretty interesting game. On the surface, it seems like a standard point-and-click movie game tie-in, but there's more depth to it than you think, and a lot of experimental stuff that rivals modern conventions. Starting off with the gameplay, it's standard point-and-click gameplay. Click on stuff, find clues, try connecting every single clue to every single person, place, or thing, and experience giant leaps in logic when you find out what you were actually supposed to do, and you're like, how was I supposed to think of that? There is also actually some combat, although it's pretty janky. I still like the idea of occasional combat in games with no combat. I think the idea sounds good of like not being clear whether you're walking into a room to have a conversation or a gunfight. I would like a game like that. There are also puzzles that involve the photo enhancer and void contests from the movie, which is fun. There are some really innovative story mechanics. The game does a good job of having you make choices without feeling like you're making choices. I think it mostly comes down to the order in which you do things, talking or not talking to people, and of course killing or not killing someone. But it's never presented in a telltale hit X or B button moment, which is really refreshing. There's also a randomized element I'm not going to spoil for you. That's really cool. There are only 3 base endings, but they have a lot of different variables that turns it into 13 endings. Before we get into the rest of it, if you like games with more than meets the eye, check this out.
What Happens After Midnight, my action survival horror game, is available right now. You're sent to investigate the town of Nightvale and quickly find out interdimensional forces are invading our world. Hop between worlds, meet strange characters, and survive cosmic horrors once you find out what happens after midnight. Also, any feedback is greatly appreciated.
As for the actual content of the story, it's pretty good. It's not necessarily a revolutionary story, but it's a solid mystery that keeps you hooked and wanting to know what happens next. There is also a decent cast of characters. They also do a good job expanding the lore and bringing in some stuff from the book. The aesthetics are really good. Each background is a real work of art that fits perfectly into the Blade Runner universe. This may be doing the best job of blending a game with a movie world that I've ever seen in a movie game. There are also some locations that are great recreations of places that were in the movie. Overall, this game has amazing atmosphere, like the movie it's adapting. Onto some technical things. I played the Enhanced Edition, and there's a button to switch between the original and enhanced graphics, and it really doesn't seem to have changed that much. So if you're looking for shiny new graphics, just don't expect that. Also, there were some very picky hitboxes for clicking on clues. There were a few moments where I got stuck, looked up the answer, and I found out that I didn't click on something just right and barely missed the hitbox. Overall, this is a pretty good adaptation of a movie universe with some very interesting story mechanics, and I'm giving it an 8.21. Thank you to anyone who likes, comments, or subscribes. That's it.